All right, everybody. Welcome back to my favorite channel on YouTube. Shout out to you guys. First of all, we're talking Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid 2, Atletico Madrid 1. I was glued to the TV today watching this whole game. Tuned in network in America from the 39th to the 41st minute. They got nuked, so I missed 2 minutes of the game, but I watched every other second, so I missed those 2 minutes. I don't know what happened on cable. Two talking points to get into before the video. First of all, shout out to the two guys, all right, on the last video that said that you enjoy the longer videos because you take 30-minute showers. So when I post a 30-minute video, you love to listen to the yap. I want to see what your water bill looks like every month because that is insane. The second talking point, all the Arsenal fans are adding me on Twitter because for some reason you guys think that I hate watch Arsenal. That may or may not be true. I'm not making a dedicated video on Arsenal because we're talking about the big game today. But congratulations to you guys. I tweeted it. 7-1 is no joke. I don't know where you guys found 7 goals, but you did. You would have had like 10 if you didn't have all those offside goals. And congratulations. You guys are through. A big win for them. I was predicting 1-1 and Arsenal to go through at home. That was 7-1. I said Dortmund 2-1 today. That was 1-1. Dortmund to go through overall. I said Villa 1-1. That was 3-1. I said Villa to go through overall. And I said Real Madrid, Atletico 1-1. Real to go through in the end. The big thing for me today, there's a couple talking points to go through right away and discuss. Fede Valverde is just a joke of a footballer. All right, this guy saved Real Madrid many times today. This was a very even match. And the game today was exactly how La Liga has been going. It's really interesting because if Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid played in La Liga, from what I've seen, I might have actually chosen Atletico Madrid to go and win or go through. I just feel like Atletico Madrid in the recent few years have really struggled in that huge Champions League atmosphere. I just think at moments they're not really built. And I've watched them play this year. They're playing very well. It still has the grit of an Atletico Madrid team, but this is a team that has a lot of ballers. Like, you see that Alvarez goal, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy. Alvarez is like someone that no one is really talking about this season, but is playing incredible, and he's fully capable of that. I know people are going to say in this moment, why the hell did City sell him? They could use him. That is true, but in the moment, the City sale kind of made sense. So there's two sides to that one. He's absolutely nasty. So, man, if you're Argentine as well watching this, I mean, you guys are set. You already know that, though. I mean, he was contributing to the whole World Cup, all that stuff. What a player. What a player. What a player. Joy to watch. They have some ballers, though. I mean, Griezmann still top class. The midfield is very good. And like the subs they can go to off the bench. So Atletico Madrid, look, I think the La Liga for them is within range. This was a huge game today. You know, this game for me was pretty much almost over, and I thought Real Madrid had secured it at the end. So I'm really hoping that the one moment, and you know what I'm talking about, we're going to hold them accountable, all right? Mbappe today, it was not good enough. It was not good enough. You know, Mbappe got to this point today where it just looked like he was so frustrated, and that's what Atletico Madrid do, bro. They will torment and annoy great attackers, bro, where Mbappe just started forcing him, and he started forcing it. He never got his rhythm today at all. He was like triple marked every single play, and then at the end, the pass was so poor. I understand the keeper's on the near post, and I understand Vinny is running at the back post marked, but you cannot put the ball behind him when he's got a guy on his right shoulder. He had to lead him on the left to give him the space to run onto it, and the pass was so poor. That was literally the tie. Probably almost as close to done there because, you know, even if Atletico Madrid have that crazy second leg, I just don't see any team going to extra time, penalties, and beating Real Madrid. I just don't see it. Real Madrid have too much aura. This is their competition. Overall, just a couple other talking points to talk about today before we really break anything down. Rodrigo, as we say every single week on this channel that we talk about Real Madrid, is the most underrated player in the world. I don't care what anyone says. Jude Bellingham literally said, we'll pull it up in a minute, in an interview the other week, that he's the most talented player on Real Madrid. That is a crazy statement when I think within himself, Jude Bellingham is really talented. Mbappe is on this team. Vinny is on this team. Do we even start about all these players that don't even get playing time on this team that are freaking insane? We haven't even seen, has Arda Güler played in 7 months? Has he even played since the Euro? Brahim Diaz is insane. We've been saying for a year Brahim Diaz is nuts. He's so good. I mean, that goal today was out of nothing, bro. Vinny's making a run. All these players from Madrid making a run. He's doing like double touches. Just knows where he is. Perfect finish. So this game, you know, you look at the statistics of this game overall. This game was really dominated by 3 incredible goals. Rodrigo's goal in the early stage of this game, I mean, his weak foot is so good. It's so good. His composure. He is like probably in world football right now, Rodrigo is a top 5 dribbler in the world in terms of the constant control this guy has when he dribbles the football is a joke. He doesn't almost seem like he's able to get through these areas, but then he does. And even the final touch before the shot on his left was a little extended, and then the ball even hopped up a little, and he still just banged it perfectly far post. Crazy finish. Alvarez had the best finish of the game, and then Brahim Diaz has an incredible finish. We got blessed with 3 amazing goals in this one. And for me, yeah, my final talking point just watching this game was like, damn, did Mbappe and Vinny that missed connection there at the end, which to me was not Vinny's fault at all. It was more Mbappe in the fault. We have to hold him because we call him the best player in the world when he plays the best. When he doesn't, we still have to hold him accountable that he needs to play better. All right. He's got to be capable of producing out of nothing, which he is, but he just didn't get onto the ball enough today. And look, to the defense of Atletico Madrid, they did a very good job today, a very good job limiting the superstars for Real Madrid. Still, overall, though, the result for me obviously favors Real Madrid a lot more. Couple players on Atletico Madrid, though. I mean, this is why I don't really look at match ratings. I mean, Simeone is so impressive to see that, by the way. Diego Simeone and Simeone out there, Simeone Jr. That's such a wild thing to see. Atletico Madrid to me, this is a team that's really interesting because overall I don't see them advancing just from what I've seen off today. The main thing I would say, I wouldn't get too looked into the match ratings. This was a great result for Real Madrid. Real Madrid have a lot of work to do in his second leg. I am definitely worried because watching the midfield battle today, I do like Atletico Madrid, the way they control the ball a little bit more. I still, something about Camavinga to me, he still hasn't really found his way. This was one of Mendy's better games, but again, Real Madrid to me they really do benefit from having Jude Bellingham in this team. I still felt like it was a little rocky in terms of connecting the back to the front today. It wasn't as fluid as it usually is, and it took a couple moments from superstar level players, which Brahim Diaz is becoming, has been a technical baller, and Rodrigo, we don't have to say anything else, right? And that's the beauty of this Real Madrid team. It is not a PSG team that we saw with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, where it really was kind of like, okay, those guys got to make something happen. That's where this team is a little unique, right? Because, yeah, it's Vinny, Mbappe, Jude, where I even feel like Jude on this team has gone a little bit into the less of the spotlight. Really just Vinny and Mbappe, but then you have all these players that can make an impact, right? Brahim Diaz, Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Valverde, right? Valverde's crazy. Like, you could make the argument that in the grand scheme of things, overall, Valverde is the best or the second best player on Real Madrid. You could actually make the argument. I would listen to it because that's his impact for this team. I think if Valverde does not play today, we saw that he defended literally a wide open tap in, right? He had 2 incredible defensive plays. And he's given the assist as well. So you can make the argument that this goes a way different way, just even without a player of Valverde today. And that's how important for me, Real Madrid. I said this, I wasn't getting reactionary because I know that a lot of people looked at the Betis game on the weekend and I said, look, this team overall, man, they're only turning up in these big games, right? So this was a huge, huge result for them. We look at the second leg. I'm pretty sure that they will be getting, right? They will get Jude Bellingham back, which for me, I mean, guys, look, I listen to this all the time with people saying Jude Bellingham is overrated. I don't even listen to these people at all because his impact of how hard he works on the pitch, really just the running this guy will do to get Mbappe more in those moments. For me, that was a huge difference today. We just didn't see Mbappe and Vinny getting in those moments. Vinny had like one moment. Atletico Madrid do a really good job defensively. Atletico Madrid are going to have to play a little differently, right? If Real Madrid can survive the first half or at least get an early goal, which they've done many times in the second leg, this is going to be a problem for Atletico Madrid. But Atletico Madrid, to me, have more firepower than they've had in previous years, so wouldn't be surprised to see them really put up a fight in the second leg. Again, the home-away thing with this one is funny because, at the end of the day, you're in Madrid. It's kind of like the Germany matchup we got tomorrow. It's just not really the same as the home and away situation. So I look at it pretty similar. I'll give one team an edge a little bit, but not by much. Even game today, guys. And the thing I'm gonna allude to here is that I think Atletico Madrid, just from what I've seen in the last couple La Liga games and this game specifically, guys, the bracket, the way it's set up this year, there's a lot of teams that are lucky that they're not seeing these 2 teams right now, because I would genuinely say I think Atletico Madrid can give every single other team in this competition a run for their money. I do. I think Real Madrid have had their number. I think Real Madrid know how to beat this team. And I think if I'm an Atletico fan, it's just unlucky that you drew this team this early on, because both these teams are capable of pretty much beating anybody in this competition. We saw Atletico Madrid go hand in hand with Barcelona the other week, 4-4, who was a team that I'm favoriting to get out of that right side. So yeah, overall, those are my main points that I was going to talk through. Diaz, 13 goals and assists on the season. Jude Bellingham told us that Rodrigo is the most gifted and talented player. Look, I mean, we saw it there. And yeah, so, we're looking at leg 2 with these games, going back to, staying in Madrid, but Atletico will host the second leg. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about there, what we could expect. I think for me, it's still, we want to hope for me, because I just like Real Madrid more than this team, but I'm trying to stay not biased with it. I just hope that moment in the end with Mbappe, they're not going to regret that, because 3-1 for me would have been GG's. There's too much talent. There's too much experience to really lose a 2-goal lead, and you're not even really necessarily going away. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them. I think Atletico Madrid are going to have more firepower in the second leg. It is only a 1-goal difference. They're going to be going for it more. The early goal today was absolutely massive. So GG to all my Real Madrid fans. Congratulations, guys. This was overall a very good result. I was predicting a draw today. I thought this was going to be closer in the second leg. Don't count Atletico out, but if I were to give you percentages, I think Real Madrid are 80-20 to advance now. I was kind of looking at this as 60-40. I'd say 80-20. I'm just waffling random percentages. We're going to do a quick little run through just to end this video. I know this video was titled and everything about Real Madrid and all that, but look, Arsenal, this one is GG's. They are going to go to the knockout, and they are going to play Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid. That's crazy. All right, that is going to be very good. We will see how that looks, because right now I am of the analysis, the perspective that the top 3 in the La Liga is much better than the top 3 in the Prem. Just overall, I think it's way better. I think Atletico, Real, and Barca as a whole in a big competition are going to be better than the top 3 in the Prem. That's my take. We will get to see how Arsenal do. I mean, you look what Arsenal's doing today. The balance in scoring. I got to say this. We got to hold these players accountable when they play bad. Odegaard stepping it up, man. Big time. All right, for his team today. This is a huge result. Pressure's off in the second leg. Nobody's choking a 7-1. Look, I'm a little surprised here, because Dortmund have a lot of UCL aura. They started off really strong. And then Lille, maybe we should be saying Lille is going to advance here. Maybe PSG are that good this season. I don't know. Maybe they're that good. The eye test on PSG has been pretty convincing. And Bruges just had a meltdown today. They had a meltdown in this game. Villa, this is a massive result. So we look at how the results look. Look, we pretty much know what's going to happen in these ones, except 2 games. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, we don't technically know. And I would say Dortmund, Lille, obviously we don't know. But we look at it just in an early perspective of matchups that we might see. Guys, I'll be honest, man. Liverpool and PSG versus Villa, either one. That's Villa just they just kind of know how to hang around in these matchups. So I'm starting to get really excited even for the next round, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Tomorrow we have, another loaded slate of games. So we have to look forward to those, and we'll have more reactions tomorrow. The main game, 2 games that I'm going to be tomorrow's video, you guys who like the yapathons in the shower, you guys might be getting a 30-minute video tomorrow, because I'm planning on having 3 monitors up for these games. This is going to be a crazy one tomorrow. I'm really focused on the Benfica Barca game and the PSG Liverpool game, but that game in Germany can end up being crazy as well. So we will see. Until tomorrow, another day of Champions League football. Adios.